welcome to the Rewatch Party, where we make the pasta for the nonna. I'm Zach Horowitz.
What the fuck, Zach?
Hey, I'm making the pizza.
This is so insensitive.
Look, we could have Italian listeners, and you're offending every single one of them
I would
right
like to apologize to the Italian listeners.
Yeah, I like that you're becoming a bit Transylvanian as you do it.
Hey,
I apologize to the Italian
it's an Italian
listeners, my
vampire.
children of the night. What sweet
Turn into
music they
Italian
make.
vampire. Also, very rude of you both to not say your names at the beginning of the podcast. I'm just
Mark Green.
And I'm Harrison Bloom.
There we go. See, now we can start talking about iCarly, and I can ditch this horrible accent. Again, I would like to apologize to the Italian listeners. They made me do it. Mark and Harrison held me at gunpoint, and they were like,
No, Zach.
no.
Tyler
You made your
do it.
decisions.
That's true. Tyler
Not
did
to
that,
throw
but
Tyler
I can't
under the
blame
bus.
Tyler because I can't blame Tyler because he's not here to defend himself. He's just off in the shadows.
Zach,
Yeah.
I can blame Tyler because he's not here to defend himself. I don't know what you're talking about. It's so much easier to blame things on people who aren't there to defend themselves.
You bring up a good point. We should start blaming all of our failures on this podcast on other people.
Listen, Tyler, you're hearing this right now. So I'm saying if you were to, I don't know, really pitch up Mark's voice and really pitch down Harrison's voice, they sound really funny for the rest of this episode, which it sounds like a lot of work. I don't think he's actually going to do it. But if he wanted to, if he felt a little silly.
He said no, but just as insurance, I'm going to try to counteract it by going as low as possible.
Of course. We must go low.
I thought he was going to pitch your voice down,
Harrison's voice
Harrison.
is just very low.
Oh. Well, hello!
But you know what, Zach? You did make another good point, which is that we should talk about iCarly, because that's what we're here to do on this podcast.
That's true. I did this silly little Italian bit, and you all had to tell me that I was offending Italian people, which we all know aren't real.
Well, this is taking a weird turn.
Italian people don't exist, obviously.
So to fully move on from this bit.
Yes.
Carly is dating Wes, the guy from the previous episode who was the car mechanic.
They actually followed up on it. It's great.
Yeah.
I fully had a moment where we were watching this episode and I was like, who is this guy? And I had to fully be reminded, oh yeah, it's the mechanic guy from the last episode.
Yeah. He fixes the cars.
Guys, that's racist.
I didn't do any accent. I just said he fixes the cars.
It was implied.
He fixed the he fixed
Listen,
D
if
the
you're
cars.
gonna do it, you gotta go all out.
He fixed C the cars, fixed D the cars, fixed E the cars.
Anyway, Carly wants to go out with him tomorrow, but guys, bad news. He has a thing tomorrow night with another woman.
Oh no.
Dinner with his Nona.
Oh.
Why does he phrase it that way?
Why
Don't
do
you
you
phrase
start
that?
off...
Don't you phrase it that way anytime you tell your dates about your dinners with your grandmothers? Or is that why my last 3 girlfriends left me?
I have a hot, intimate night going on. My mom is going to be so pumped.
You know, I got a hot, intimate night going on with another man. I'm finally seeing my dad after all these years.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
But yes, all joking aside, yes, Harrison, that's probably why your girlfriends keep leaving you.
Yeah.
You need to understand connotations and context. When you say that, they probably think you're either 1, cheating on them, or 2, that you want to fuck your grandma.
At Sunday night dinner with your Nona.
Well, you know, my love with my Nona knows no bounds. I'm not afraid of expressing that I love spending intimate time with my grandmother, and if they can't understand that,
Yeah, you hear
Why did
that,
they
women
leave me?
of the world? There's only one girl in Harrison's life, and it's his Nona. So back off.
Yes. I'm sure my grandmother will very much appreciate that. But Carly uses this as an opportunity to.
Well, Carly asks if she can go, and Wes does not think they're there yet.
Yeah. And she is upset by that, but then offers to make the Sunday dinner herself, which is a great idea that could not possibly go wrong.
Yeah, which, by the way, is a big step in and of itself. I don't know how that's the solution. One, it's a bad idea in general. They establish 1 second earlier in the scene that Carly does not know how to cook.
Yeah.
But also, like, if she said, oh, well, maybe I could come to dinner, and he said, oh, I don't think we're there for that, I don't know if the next response is, well, then maybe I could make you dinner.
And put rat poisoning in the dinner. Like, that's when I get concerned.
Yeah, because that's how Italian cooking works.
Zach, you've got to stop with your vendetta against Italian people in this episode.
Don't worry, it's not poisonous. It says rat poison, not human poison.
Everyone knows that rat poisoning gives that little extra spice to Italian cooking.
Yeah, everyone knows that rat poison can't kill you because it's not human poison.
Of course.
All I'm going to say about this is, Zach, you're never cooking for me ever again.
Why? Is it because of the rat poison?
Yes, it's because of the rat poison. What did you think I was going to say? Oh, no, I don't like your use of saffron. I think you put it in too many things.
Hey, my use of saffron is exquisite.
That's what I'm saying. Your use of saffron is exquisite. Your
I
use of rat poison, on the other hand, is very, very poor.
Oh, so you're saying I should use more rat poison?
No, I'm saying it's very poor in how you use it, meaning using it at all.
Well, you know what? I think you're wrong. If you want to leave your food unseasoned with rat poison, by all means.
Look, I know you went through years of culinary school.
Yes.
But rat poison does not belong in a marinara sauce.
I will tell you right now, Gordon Ramsay himself tried my rat poison food, and he loved it. And I couldn't really hear much because he was in the hospital and couldn't really talk. But like he had like kind of a weird like crooked smile on his face.
Man,
so he was like happy.
He ate so much he fell right into a food coma.
Exactly.
That then turned out to be a regular coma.
Yeah. I think what Mark is trying to express is that you shouldn't be using it in the marinara sauce like he just said. You should be using it in the gelato after dinner, Zach. Everybody knows that.
Oh, you're right. I thought I was being like this, making this like new innovation in the world of food by putting it in the marinara. But I never thought about the gelato. So,
yeah, that's the traditional use of rat poison.
Traditional rat poison gelato. Yeah.
So Carly asks if Wes, if she can cook Sunday dinner for Wes, and Wes accepts for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why he changed his mind, but I guess he just felt bad.
That's my thing. That's my thing. It's that in what way is her cooking him dinner not an equal or larger step than her coming to dinner?
Yeah, it's not great, but she is committed to this plan.
Yep, and we go to titles from there.
Yeah.
Our wonderful titles.
Yeah.
And when we come back, you want to talk some more about titles, Zach?
No, I'm just saying they're good.
Yeah.
They're okay. So we move on from that to
she asks, she goes to Spencer and asks if she can host the dinner in his apartment because it's nicer.
Yeah.
And guys, Spencer and Maeve, who are still living together, are being sickeningly sweet.
Yeah, but also very
saying the worst things.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the Smeen phase that Carly tries to define in a very Seinfeldian way.
Yeah. You do think like George Costanza's gonna slide in and be like, Smeen, what's Smeen? She's like, it's when you say mean things, but you smile to it. And he's like, Smeen? Yeah, Smeen.
And then Jerry Seinfeld comes in. Jerry Seinfeld comes in and is like, what's the deal with being Smeen to each other? You either be nice or you be mean. I don't know. You gotta put the smile on. Why you gotta be mean about it?
and then Kramer comes in and he's like, oh, she can't be Smeen. You can't be Smeen.
Kramer comes in and is like, oh, you can't do that.
You can't do that. You can't be Smeen.
Can't be a Smeener. You can't be a Smeener.
Yeah, Elaine comes in and is like, he's a real Smeener. You can't do that, Jerry.
So yeah, it's the Smeen phase.
Yeah, Spencer and Maeve are being real Smeenies to each other.
Damn it. So I just typed that in the chat and I was going to move on, but then he had to add that.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Right at the end, that last punch of Smeeny.
Smeedy's very good. I'm going to start using that in my daily lexicon.
She's Smeen Jerry.
So, yeah, the Smeen phase is not going well.
Yep, and Carly points that out to Spencer, that they've skipped right past the honeymoon phase to the Smeen phase. Mm-hmm. And at this same time, Harper is designing a new look for Double Dutch.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Our favorite character, Double Dutch.
Double Dutch. Can't you tell how excited we are that she's back? Yay.
You can tell we really dislike a character where at the first mention, separately, we all make jokes about, aren't we all happy that Double Dutch is here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, she's just so much, and she's not very funny.
There's no like anchor to it. She's I mean, I understand the joke is she's a weird, famous influencer musician, so she's eccentric, but weird is not a character trait. No. You want her to be just like flat entitled or like incredibly into like rich people things to the point that she doesn't understand poor people. And there's some of that going on, but mostly it's just Double Dutch is here and she's being real weird.
And she's butting herself into situations for some reason.
Double Dutch's like entire thing is like she's weird and always like requires all of the attention is on Double Dutch at every moment of the day.
I want her to be some kind of combination of Jenna Maroney and Lucille Bluth.
Ooh.
Yes.
But instead she's just kind of weird.
Yeah.
And she sings when she enters rooms.
And this does lead to one great ongoing joke in the episode that Harper is pretending that she is her own assistant over the phone. She pretends that she is a British intern or something.
Mrs. Pennyfeather?
Mrs. like Featherbottom or Featherpants or something like that.
Mrs. Featherbottom is from Arrested Development. That's why I think it's Pennyfeather.
It's Pennyfeathers.
Pennyfeather, gotcha.
Mrs. Pennyfeather, I'll get Harper for you in a moment, love.
Yeah, that kind of energy. It's great. Yeah.
I do like... I'm a little bit psychic. That's a Frasier joke coming from Tyler.
Again, they gotta throw one Frasier reference in.
Yeah.
Or we'll die.
Yeah.
I once went one night without making a reference to Frasier, and I literally fell into a coma. It was that same night that I ate at your house, Zach. You cooked that one meal with the marinara sauce that had like a weird taste to
saffron?
it. With the saffron and the rat poison, and somewhere between like the saffron and the rat poison and not making a reference to Frasier, I fell into a coma.
There must have been like something in the water that I was boiling the pasta with.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to remember. It was 2 years ago. I woke up like a year ago. One could say you stole a year of my life, but...
Some would say that. Others would say you did that to yourself by not making a Frasier joke.
Well, obviously, I think you diagnosed the right problem. You've made sure to make a Frasier joke every day since then. So you.
Otherwise,
I didn't make one. I heard the blues a callin', and I decided to.
Whoa, that's two in one episode.
Yeah, so I'm double protected against comas.
Yeah,
nice. Gotta get vaccinated against your comas by making Frasier jokes.
If your Frasier joke lasts for longer than 4 hours, please consult a doctor.
But also important in this scene, Carly's talking to Harper about how she's been on 9 dates with Wes and they haven't defined the relationship yet. That's what she really wants out of this meal. She wants them to define their relationship and she wants Wes to say she's his girlfriend. Mm-hmm. And just at this moment, Freddie comes in to give Carly his Barracuda boardroom pitch for a new app.
Totally not a ripoff of any existing successful TV show involving entrepreneurs pitching their new products to a group of successful business people, one of which may or may not be Mark Cuban.
I have no idea why I'm so okay with all of the fake brands from previous Nickelodeon shows, but they consistently bug me in this one.
Is it because you're an adult now?
I don't think think it's because I'm an adult now. I think it's maybe because the show is more adult now.
Oh, okay, that's possible.
It feels like it's trying to be for grown-ups. It's trying to be more in the Friends zone than the Nickelodeon zone. And yet we still have Barracuda Boardroom.
Barracuda Boardroom is also not a great spin-off name for Shark Tank.
No, that's a terrible name.
And like Shark Tank is an American remake of a British show called Dragon's Den.
Right. Cool. Yeah.
So like there are other things you could have done.
But like Barracuda Boardroom, like, okay, dragons have a den, sharks have a tank. Barracudas do not have boardrooms.
You could have done like the fucking, I don't know, the fucking bear cave.
I was about to say, Zach,
the bear cave. There
I was about to say bear cave.
I'm a bit psychic, Mark.
Zach's a little bit psychic. Yes, correct. Bear cave is it. We nailed it.
The bear cave.
There you go.
That's infinitely better than Barracuda Boardroom.
It is. It's great.
Way better.
Or, hang on one second. Barracuda Bear Cave.
Barracuda Bear Cave? I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Tyler, is that actually a thing?
Tyler sent us something that's kind of messing us up.
Yeah.
Tyler sent us The Bear Cave is a podcast hosted by two hairy gay men, though. Tyler's being a little naughty this episode.
Yeah.
If it's not real, that is a great name for a podcast hosted by two hairy gay men.
It's time to enter the bear cave. Anyway, Freddie's app that he pitches in his Barracuda Boardroom style pitch.
Sorry, it's the bear cave now.
Sorry, his bear cave style pitch is an app to make cooking easier.
Yeah.
Very convenient.
I guess I feel like this already exists.
I do feel like this already exists, but let me tell you why. Because in practice, it seems to be that the app tells you like when things are ready and how long to put things in. And I think what that is called is a recipe.
Yeah,
I was going to say.
This is just a cookbook.
It's just like a timer and a recipe.
Yeah.
And you already have a timer on your phone.
Yeah.
You don't need the app to be your timer.
Yeah. It's a bad app is what we're saying.
Yeah,
it's bad. It's just
like,
a recipe with a timer element.
Yeah, and so wait, hold on. Here's my other question. Do you have to input the recipe into the app as well? Because like, how's it gonna know?
Right. He says you have to, you like match, you do, I think he does say, Tyler cut me stumbling over all my words for a
leave it in.
Zach, as a gift to you on this, your birthday. Happy birthday, by the way.
Happy birthday to me, I guess.
Tyler, leave that in. Freddie does say, like, you find the app, Freddie does say you find the recipe, you upload it to the app and everything. So you already have the recipe.
So what's the point of the app? Like,
it's a bad app.
So like you have it written down somewhere, I'd assume. And you also have a timer on your phone.
Exactly.
So what's the point?
Why?
Yeah.
Exactly. But Carly thinks it's a great idea. We cut to the next scene where she's cooking their meal. It's she calls it a pasta turducken. It uses like rigatoni and ziti and
it's like a raviolo, I believe.
It's a raviolo, is what she
calls it. Is that a real
it.
dish?
I doubt it.
Tyler, can you look that
Google
up and tell
away.
us in the chat?
Here I go. You two go on for a bit.
But so she's cooking and Harper's complaining because Double Dutch has not loved any of her designs. And Carly's like, well, why don't you just like tell her what you think? And Harper says, I can't do that. She'll fire me. Thus setting up Harper's arc for this episode.
Yes. And anytime she makes a mistake, she just blames it on Penny, Mrs. Pennyfeathers, which is once again hilarious.
It's
Love
very
Harper
good.
in this episode.
Okay, so here's what my Googling has turned up.
Yeah.
Okay.
While ravioli is like a bunch of smaller like pasta thing, like you know, with stuff inside of it.
I understand what a ravioli is. Yes.
Yes. A raviolo is instead one giant ravioli instead of a bunch of small
real.
raviolis.
Okay, but that's not what she described.
But that's not what Carly makes.
No,
Yeah.
it is. I mean, you can see in the episode when it happens is that it is a big ravioli, but
Yeah. Well, I did. What was it? At one point, Nona refers to it as a raviolo, like she's familiar with the term raviolo.
Yeah.
So do you think Carly was making some weird bullshit and Nona thought she was making a real dish?
Maybe. Just one
Maybe.
giant ravioli.
Yeah.
Another detail that I liked, Freddie bribed Millicent to be nice to Carly so Carly could focus on the cooking and thus testing his app.
Yes, I love it.
I liked that a lot.
Mhm.
Truly, we did not like Millicent for a number of episodes, but Millicent has like come around. I like
Yeah,
Millicent.
we've come around on Millicent.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's great now.
Also important, Spencer bought a book called How to Stay in the Honeymoon Phase.
I don't think the goal is to stay in the honeymoon phase. I think the goal is to safely transition out of it. You can't remain in the honeymoon phase forever.
But why not?
Because it isn't a healthy mindset? I don't know. Like, shouldn't you expect some things to go wrong sometimes?
But why would you want things to go wrong when everything can go right all the time?
I mean, you bring up a good point.
You know, like maybe you make a dish, you put in a little bit of salt, a little bit of saffron, a little dash of rat poison, and everyone's okay.
That's how you save your marriage.
Yes.
God.
I don't know if I follow all the logic there, but I don't think I care to.
What were you going to say, Mark?
Oh, I was just going to say that, like, well, I think the honeymoon phase is more characterized by an attitude of everything being lovely. It typically comes before anything bad has happened. But I
Yeah.
do think you could make an argument that being in a situation where you're just like desperately into your partner and you two are very happy together is a good thing to prolong.
I just think, you know,
I know the
eventually you
connotation
gotta
is it's
prepare for-
unrealistic, but
Yeah,
I just wanted to throw that out there.
that's fair.
But also, Spencer opens up the book immediately, and the first line he reads is, "At some point in every relationship, the honeymoon phase comes to an end." And he shuts it and says, "The author of this book is a liar." Wes brings Nona in. Wes arrives with Nona. Nona calls Carly a stunner. Looks like Nona loves Carly.
Of course.
Everything's gonna be okay. Wes leaves the room. Who could guess what's gonna happen? Maybe Nona's gonna be mean all of a sudden. And then Nona literally says to Carly, "I don't like you."
I know
Very
they
direct
say-
from Nona.
I know they say that it takes 7 seconds for someone to form an opinion of you,
Yeah.
but like, wow, that's extreme.
Yeah, Nona's
Carly
mean.
said maybe 7 words.
Yeah. Nona's mean.
Mm-hmm.
She's a mean old lady.
I also think it's like, I mean, you know, person is nice and then like, or especially like significant others, parent or grandmother or something is nice and then significant other leaves the room and they're very mean
Yeah.
or they don't like you is a common trope in sitcoms. They did it in Cheers with Frasier Crane and Diane Chambers. And
Oh.
Frasier's mother literally threatens to murder Diane.
That's our Frasier.
So this actually has some Frasier parallels.
This has some Frasier parallels. I did it. That's number 3. Number 3 for the Frasier
parallel.
references.
Boom, boom, boom,
A
boom.
Frasier a day keeps the death away.
Although Tyler, tell me if it counts that it's a reference to Frasier when he was on Cheers and not Frasier from Frasier.
Can we get like a ding if it counts and like a buzzer sound if it doesn't? Thank you.
They're all in the Cheers cinematic universe. Okay,
yeah, Tyler says it does count. They're all in the CCU, the Cheers cinematic universe, which I believe
Crane
includes
cinematic
Wings as well.
universe.
Yeah,
The Crane.
the Crane cinematic universe, of course. I'm so sorry. That's Cheers, the Tortellis, Frasier, and Wings, unless we're going the whole Tommy Westfall route in which it's like most of TV. Tell me what you think.
I didn't even know that those were all in the Crane cinematic universe.
Neither did
I believe
Anyways,
Frasier
iCarly.
and some other
Yeah.
characters show up on Wings. Anyway, iCarly, Millicent tries to be cute in front of Nona, and Nona does not like Millicent.
No.
So that happens.
Seems like she
And
just doesn't
Millicent
like
takes
anybody.
this as a challenge, basically. That's her subplot in this episode. It's like she
Millicent
needs
does
to
not
make this
like
old
this.
woman like her.
Yep. Yeah, anyway, Carly needs to put the raviolo in, but the garlic bread is baking at a different temperature. Luckily, Freddie tells us that this confusion was not the problem of the app. It wasn't an issue with the app. It was a user error.
So
like, good for Freddie, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
what was the error? Like, did
Carly
she just follow the
fucked up.
recipe the wrong way? Like,
Yeah. Well, and here's the other thing. Isn't the app supposed to help Carly be cooking well?
yeah. Like, what
Yeah.
happened?
It's not like
they don't ever explain what she did wrong.
It's not like it's a calculator and she entered in the wrong figures and got the wrong result. The app is supposed to be helping her cooking, and it's failing at that. Anyway, Wes offers to help, and Carly says no.
Because she's an idiot. Why is Harley being such an idiot in this episode? I know she's nervous, but like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know she wants to impress Wes, but I think if it's going to turn out bad, it's not going to impress him or his Nona.
Mm-hmm.
Spencer and Maeve are passive aggressive again, and Carly tells them to quit it because she doesn't want any fights at her dinner party for Nona.
Right, of course.
And then the moment we've been waiting for, Double Dutch enters. Yeah, she's singing as well.
I hate that. It feels very mean that, when Dave Coulier enters Fuller House, we go, oh no.
Yep.
When Double Dutch enters, we just go,
Yeah.
Her again.
I don't think the is not worse than is not better than the oh no.
I think it's arguably
I
worse.
just want to
No.
say that. That's not us liking Double Dutch more. That is, oh God,
Yeah,
I can't take
I
a
think
moment
it's
of this
meaner.
character.
That's my
Yeah.
problem with it. It's
Oh, I thought
meaner.
you said you thought we were being mean to Dave Coulier.
Oh no, I mean to Double Dutch.
Dave Coulier is a Canadian national treasure.
Yeah.
Because I'd argue that Uncle Joey and Dave Coulier do not deserve our hate, but Double
That's
Dutch
true.
does. That's
Double
why
Dutch deserves all of
That's
that.
why I thought you were saying we were being mean to Dave Coulier and
No.
or Uncle Joey.
No, I just like
I'd
trying
also like
to
to
find
point
the
out
good in
the
things.
Dave Coulier thing was an instinctual reaction
Yeah.
from Harrison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I do not feel bad about the reaction at all. Anytime that man enters a room, there's trouble.
That's fair.
But yeah, Harper tells Carly, oh, Double Dutch has to come here. And Carly's like, all right, but just keep it inconspicuous. Then Double Dutch enters singing.
Yep.
Pretty inconspicuous if you tell me.
Yep.
Real inconspicuous. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know that Double Dutch.
You know that Double Dutch. You know what else? It's not the only disaster happening because the garlic bread catches on fire.
Of course.
Hey, who's cooking this meal? Spencer?
They are Shays. I guess they just
They
both
are, yeah,
became
they
crappy
are
cookers.
related, so I guess
Yeah.
pyromania runs in the family.
I just want to tell you, Zach, I loved that joke. I thought that
you.
was great. Happy birthday.
It is my actual birthday, maybe.
Double Dutch wants her outfit, and Harper tells her, well, Mrs. Pennyfeathers is on her way with it. But the smell of burnt, charred garlic bread is making Double Dutch hungry. So Double Dutch, invites herself over for dinner.
You know what it is
Because
about
of
Double Dutch?
course
I
she
think I
does.
just had a bit of a revelation.
Yeah.
What?
She's like Britta from Community because she's the worst, but only the writers are not trying to make her the worst.
I'd argue she's very different from Britta.
Yeah, I
the
would
only
argue
way
she's
she's the
very
same
different
is
from
that you can say they're the worst.
Yeah, that's entirely what I'm getting at.
I just mean that they're annoying in very different ways, and also
Yeah.
Britt is very endearing, and the joke is she's annoying to all the other characters.
Yeah.
No, I know that's what you're saying. I'm just saying I don't, other than literally the phrase "they're the worst," I don't know if the connection is that strong.
You know what, Mark?
You gotta look for these parallels
you
when
keep
find them.
pushing back on my genius. You know, first it's the overuse of the rat poison in my cooking. Now it's the Brita
I
thing.
know, and I know, Zach. I'm
It
so
is my
sorry, and to
birthday.
do it on your birthday of all
Well, what if it was Double Dutch's birthday too, Zach? You can't use that as an excuse for everything.
Double Dutch is a fictional character.
She
Yeah,
has
Double Dutch is a
feelings.
fictional character. This is Zach's real, actual birthday.
Double Dutch is a fictional character. They don't have birthdays.
I think we maybe didn't spend enough time on it. The dinner's ruined, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
She
over.
burned
Like,
one
she
of the
fucked it up.
dishes.
She
fucked
burned the
it up.
garlic bread. Double
And
Dutch
I
has
know
now
there's other
invited
food.
herself over for dinner as
I
well.
did find it weird. It cuts from her saying, "Oh no, the garlic bread is on fire," to like commercial break, and then it cuts back and she says, "Okay, dinner's done," as if that was as if
Yeah.
Well, there's also a whole thing where like Double Dutch has invited herself over for dinner because the smell of burnt I almost said of burnt garlic bread, but no, burnt garlic bread. Is making her real hungry. Don't know why it would.
Well, it's
you know,
because
she's
Double
decided
Dutch
she's
is
gonna invite
weird.
herself over. But there's one real problem is like she doesn't really do pasta, so she's just gonna have like whatever the other thing is.
Yeah, she says she'll have the chef's alternate meal.
Yeah.
But I just want to, and look, you can have a dinner where you mess up one dish, but the other dishes are there, and you can have a good, nice time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's often played with in sitcoms where like they burned the turkey, but they came together in the end.
Mhm.
But if her whole goal was to pull off the perfect dinner party and she burnt one of the dishes, I think she should be more upset about that, is all.
Yeah.
Instead, it's like you said, Harrison, she just kind of moves on immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also she's moving on to other things. I mean, she pulls out the raviolo and it is pulsating.
It's pulsating.
Yeah,
There's like a live
Like,
human
what
heart
the
inside of that thing.
It's like that freaky scene from the movie Eraserhead where there's like a chicken that they cut into and it just starts like moving as if it's alive.
It's
It's
pulsating.
like, what the fuck
It
is up
made-
with this pasta?
It made me very uncomfortable, I gotta say.
Here's my thing. When you're cooking like pasta, especially like a calzone or something, which is not pasta, but something that's enclosed like that, you can have like air bubbles and gases like pushing up when you're heating up cheese like
That is
that.
not what that
Yeah.
is though.
But
that
it's
is
just
not what
going
that is.
too much and too long.
It is. It looks like it is moving. Like it
Yeah.
has a
Her
mind of its own.
You see, her problem, what I'm realizing, her problem is she didn't put enough rat poison in the raviolo because there is clearly a live rat inside
Zach,
of that
there's
thing.
no rat poison in raviola. We've been over this. Anyway,
Yeah, but very clearly there is a live rat inside of that thing. That is the only explanation for why it is pulsating so much.
You know what? Maybe we're giving Carly too much criticism because Nona sees the raviolo and she immediately says, "Oh, the pulsation!" Like she loves the
Yeah.
fact that it's pulsating.
Yeah.
So maybe to Italians, a pulsating raviolo is the perfect way to have a Sunday dinner.
Yeah, I mean, no shade to Italians, but I don't know. Something that is moving on its plate is not exactly very appetizing.
No, again, I can see like air bubbles or gases or whatever. I can see a pulsating raviolo being an enticing raviolo. But this is not an enticing raviolo.
No.
This looks like it wants to escape the plate.
Yeah, it's not an enticing raviolo, and on top of that, it is also pulsating.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, everyone's now really excited.
Also, we should say that Carly took it out because the app said she was done, and then she fully doesn't check to see if it's actually done or anything.
Yeah.
So also Freddie fucked this up for her.
Yeah. They also
Yeah.
never explain why it's pulsating. I assume it's just an unnatural act of God.
Yeah, wait, they never do explain why it's pulsating.
I say God, actually. I mean Satan. Satan is in the raviolo.
Anyway, Nona starts eating it because she's very enticed by this pulsating raviolo. She starts making noises like she can't breathe. Carly goes, "She's choking," and starts to perform the Heimlich maneuver. But guys, guess what? Nona wasn't choking. She was just trying to spit out some uncooked sausage.
I'd also like to point out, Carly forgot step 1 of the Heimlich maneuver, which is walk up to the person and ask, "Are you choking?"
Zach, there was no time.
People joke about that all the time, but like that would have worked in this context, right?
Yeah. Zach, I like how stringent you are with the rules of the Heimlich maneuver.
Yes.
But you fully put rat poison in your food.
Listen, the rat poison gives it
Zach,
a little bit of spice.
Zach, we can't litigate this anymore. I just wanted to put that out there. You've said your piece, and I respect it. I don't agree with it, but I respect it. Anyway, Nona has a broken rib. Freddie has a broken app.
Carly is the queen of good decisions.
Carly has a broken relationship.
Wes takes Nona over to Carly's to allow her to rest for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
They're sort of like... Then there's a scene where they're sort of hanging out. Spencer says they should go to Outback at the same time as that Maeve says they should go to Chili's. They are not getting along. And Double Dutch has a dog that lives in her purse. I'm realizing, looking at my notes, nothing significant happened in that scene.
What's very important is that it is a female dog named Kevin.
Yeah, right. Because Freddie goes, "What's his name?" And she goes, "Her name is Kevin."
Yeah.
Which is, I think, is kind of funny, but still, for me, falls too much under Double Dutch is weird.
Oh. What crazy thing is she gonna do next?
Carly goes over to... What crazy thing is she gonna do next? By she, I assume you mean Carly. Carly goes over to her apartment to apologize to Nona while she sleeps. And it's very sweet because Wes comes in unbeknownst to Carly and overhears her talking about how much she cares about him. It's very good. But then Carly feels Nona's hand and it feels cold and clammy. So she jumps on top of Nona and starts performing CPR. Guess what? Nona's fine. This is the second time this night that's happened.
What is wrong with Carly? What the like?
Even if you're gonna like
really
overreact,
trying to save Nona's life, despite the fact that Nona is not in any mortal danger whatsoever.
She doesn't even check her pulse.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
have you never felt a cold hand before?
She doesn't check her pulse, and even if you're gonna do the big overreaction that would be annoying, she doesn't like shake Nona or like slap her face and go like, "Nona, are you okay? Wake up!
Wake up, damn
you!"
She
just immediately goes to, I know, CPR.
This is played for like a one-off joke in the first episode of Arrested Development where Tobias tries to give CPR to a sleeping man.
It's like, literally a throwaway line to explain why he lost his medical license.
Yeah.
This is Carly in this episode. She stepped to Tobias levels.
Yeah. Oh, you never want to be at
you
Tobias
never want to stoop
levels.
to Tobias Fune's level.
No.
But on the other side of the plot, Harper brings in an outfit for Double Dutch, who does not like it. It's her Grease Lightning outfit. And Double Dutch doesn't like Grease. Mm-hmm. And Harper tells her she better put some respect on Olivia Newton-John's name.
Yeah, of course.
But Harper tells Double Dutch why it's good. She makes her case, makes her argument, and Double Dutch gets into it.
Yeah.
She's able to convince Double Dutch. And Harper tells her, or Double Dutch is like, "Why didn't you share your opinion before?" And Harper goes, "I was afraid you would fire me." And Double Dutch says, "Well, I think you should be a little less afraid now."
Only slightly, though.
Only slightly. Anyways, I know what you're all thinking. What the heck is going on with Spencer and Maeve?
I was wondering that. Please tell
glad.
us.
They're on their Titanic set from a couple of episodes ago. Remember when they were reenacting Titanic?
Yeah.
And I think Maeve does have a line that I liked a lot where she's like, this is where I come to think. And they have a conversation where Maeve says, I mean, did we move too fast? And Spencer says, well, according to everybody we know, yes. And they agree that they need some space.
Yeah.
So, guys, Spencer and Maeve, I guess they broke up.
I guess so.
Yeah. It's really
Seems
sad.
like a quick conclusion to jump to. I would say maybe move out.
Yeah, move
of his
out.
house
Don't live
first.
together
Yeah.
a day after meeting.
I don't see why they have to stop dating, but why are they living together?
Absolutely. I thought she was going to move out and they were going to continue to date, but no, it seems like they're breaking up.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's just the law of fiction in long-running TV shows, that anytime a guest character enters the plot, they can only date a protagonist for 2 episodes tops before they break up.
So Wes is just gone next episode, right? He's just gone.
I fully expected that to happen. I
fully expected that to happen in the last episode.
Honestly, I think sometimes these kind of significant others do stick around for a while.
I mean, sometimes they do.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it when that happens, but sometimes it just doesn't happen that way. A lot of the times it doesn't.
That's true. But Wes goes to head out and Carly tells him, you were right. I guess we weren't ready for this. And Wes is like, no, Carly, I don't know if you realize this, but my Nona's pretty mean. I told her to be on her best behavior, but she doesn't like any of the girls I date.
Yeah, we figured something like this would happen.
Yeah.
I do like it as a reveal. I thought it was well executed.
There's
I thought it was pretty good.
little thing where Wes is like, my last girlfriend would have just let her choke. And Carly's like, wait, does that mean I'm your girlfriend now? And Wes is like, well, does this answer your question? And then he gives her a little smooch. And then Carly's like, no, that didn't answer my question. And so he gives her another little smooch.
He gives her a bigger smooch.
A bigger smooch.
Yeah. I do also want to say, in regard to the my Nona's pretty mean, I did really like it in this case because they did sort of make it into a joke. I know I said it like more forcefully, but the way he does it in the show is he says like, you probably didn't notice because I asked her to be on her best behavior, but my Nona can be kind of a pill. Like he fully didn't think she knew that Nona was mean.
Yeah.
Which I loved that.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
He loves his grandma so much.
Yeah.
He's a Nona's boy.
He's a Nona's boy. And he's a Nona's boy, and Carly's his girlfriend.
Yay.
Hooray.
Yeah, he's a Nona's boy, but he may also be a sad boy. Boom. Transition. Sad boy of the week, baby.
Zach's not the end of the episode.
Zach, there's one more scene.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I was doing so well.
They're all, I don't know how you forgot because they're all eating spaghetti tacos.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Spencer gets really into Double Dutch's dog. He says he wants to build a boat for the dog in the same way that he built a boat for Maeve. But I just thought it was funny that he's like, I'll build a boat for you. And that gives Freddie the idea of an app to connect people to therapy dogs.
Yeah.
Yay.
And
he
that's
holds
the
up
episode.
Kevin like circle of life style, like how they hold up Simba. Also important to note, I'm pretty sure this is like the first time they introduced spaghetti tacos, and it is episode 12.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we're forgetting a scene where they eat them in like the first episode.
Yeah, maybe.
But even if that was true, this would be only the second time.
Yeah.
They've really shown a decent amount of restraint with this show. It hasn't been as panderous as Fuller House, a show we hold near and dear to our hearts, but is very panderous.
Yeah, very pandery.
Sad boy of the week. I don't have a fun transition this time. I used it up earlier.
Zach, do you want, as my birthday present to you?
Oh boy.
I'll give you this one. Yeah, there sure are a lot of boys this episode.
Oh really? A whole lot of boys?
Yeah.
Because I saw some sad boys. Oh shit!
Boom! We got
transition. Oh my god, I
Okay.
I did it again. Oh my god, I'm so good. Oh my god, I'm the best at transitions. It's my motherfucking birthday. Maybe I don't know.
I think pretty much everyone is a little sad in this episode.
Yeah, there's a lot of sadness.
Carly's pretty sad. First being told by her maybe boyfriend that he doesn't think they're ready for her to meet his Nona for dinner. Then taking the wild move of volunteering to cook dinner.
When she doesn't know how to cook.
When she doesn't know how to cook, she utterly fails at making garlic bread and raviolo, making a pulsating blob. She makes her maybe boyfriend's grandmother choke on uncooked sausage. And she tries to give unnecessary extreme medical help to a woman twice.
How does that happen twice? How do you not keep yourself in check the second time?
Exactly.
I had a nickel every time I gave unneeded medical assistance to an old lady. I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice.
Yeah. Of course, I really like that Harper blames all of her mistakes on a fictional assistant who is presumably an old British woman.
Also, I don't think we mentioned it, but like Harper went through several other like rejected outfits that she like pitched to Double Dutch, and she was like, "Ew, no, this isn't what you're presenting to me, right?" And she's like, "What? No, this isn't it.
This is the joke outfit."
Yeah.
Spencer and Maeve are great because they're just so sad about their relationship.
They're very smeen, and they're very smeen to each other.
There's also Freddie, who designs an app that already exists. Like that's just a recipe and a timer.
Yeah.
Things that already exist and
Yeah.
exist in most people's kitchens already.
Yeah.
And he can't even do that, right?
Yeah. So here's my thing. I think in part, like, Harper's sad stuff in this was the funniest to me.
I do.
But I
she
think
was
Carly
the
had the most.
That's so it's that classic crossroads.
Quality or quantity.
Yeah.
Personally, I think I'm gonna go Harper. I liked Carly in this episode, but like, holy shit.
Yeah, I might vote Harper. I don't think she has a win yet. She was very entertaining to me in this episode.
I was also gonna vote Harper. I think your explanation, Mark, your like rundown of her case was what really convinced me, because I was fully expecting to vote Carly, but I think now that I hear it all like in front of me again, it's Harper.
I'm gonna go Harper. It's
Harper and corollary. Mrs. Pennyfeather.
Yes, but that like it's like an asterisk on the.
Yeah.
But I think that is going to be it for another episode of Rewatch Party. Make sure to rate, review, like, comment, and subscribe. All that fun podcast stuff. And if you like what you just listened to, we're on social media as well. You can like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at FullestHousePod. Once again, I'm Zach Horowitz.
I'm Mark Green.
And I'm Harrison Bloom.
And until next time, keep rewatching and put some goddamn respect on Olivia Newton-John's name.